taking the game against Team. However, Renegade clutched it with a very nail-biting finish. So, Serial Killer, seems like they might want their revenge. Hopefully, they will get it. But now, their obstacles here is going to be Binasic from the Philippines. Who's going to be taking here? And, okay, the sun's gone.
Yep, and this is something that they don't want to face. A lot of teams have been playing Sun in particular yesterday. So we've already seen that it's a little bit overpowering. I'm not saying that the hero itself is broken, but it's very hard to actually answer back, and it causes a lot of confusion. You know, like whenever you try to drop the element and you kind of whiff it, hitting it a clone, that's a feels bad moment right there. Nobody wants to, of course, commit to some of these unforced errors, which is why, you know, Sun is just a very pesky monkey to be dealing with. So the next ban coming up is going to be Matilda. No monkey business, no circling eagle. I think it's all fair. We keep all these beasts in the zoo.
I think Benedetta should be a pretty straight up ban. But at the same time, if you do that, the export is gonna get slipped by. So Serial Killer, do they want to be annoying them? They do play the Xbox themselves. Wallbringer does play it as a hybrid role in a sense where he can be opted to play as a tank export or even on the side lane this year. So flexibility-wise, Serial Killer has the option, but unfortunately, it is the best one. They are on the blue side. They will not be able to first pick it here. So do they want to just let it slide, you know, or do they want to just ban it? It seems like, oh, okay.
Landslide. Okay, this is definitely a respect ban coming in because members inside of Binasic, they definitely play very, very aggressively. So having the Landslide removed is something of a smart move, just in case that, you know, heading to the late game, there's no backdoors happening, there's no tough decision-making to be done when it becomes a lot more straightforward to deal with the side lanes. So now, going for the first pick, you did mention that, you know, if they don't ban the export, it'll be left available, and instead, you know, second ban is going to be no bans at all. They leave it out in the open, which is definitely going to be something that is very interesting to me. So Pain, he gets his hands on this export, and there's also many more of these great options on the table.
Benedetta is definitely something that they can opt to go for. Hayabusa is something that they definitely want to secure, but looks like Paquito up on Spartanka, which I think was a very smart call, considering that Serial Killer, they had the Paquito ban 2 games in a row coming from Team with Benedetta and Paquito ban. So this time, they will have the option to flex it out for themselves. So this is something that I'm pretty sure some of the other teams will start to pay attention to. However, Binasic, how do they deal with this here? Do they want to pick the Kaja? Do they want to pick... Nope, looks like it is going to be the Hayabusa instead.
Yeah, this is a trend going on where you have the Harley alongside with the Hayabusa coming in to really bring a lot of pain, no pun intended. So, Kangoo and the rest of them, they will just look to really pop somebody up in the early game, hoping to actually snowball from some of all these small skirmishes that they do get, and then look to contest on those bigger priority objectives. So, going for the third pick, now that they've already revealed so many cards, like Harley, so it's kind of tough to deal with, right? Like, you got kind of like 2 kind of fighters.
Yeah, they should pick the Kaja. Or
they need more burst damage.
Maybe a Kaja, maybe a Kufra would be really nice, just for the potential pick.
Okay.
Farsa up on Tara. That's going to be the safe one.
This is a game with a whole lot of strong picks in particular. And I'm liking it because they say, you know what? Forget about the bans. We're just taking things that is unnecessary. Let's open everything that is going to be strong like family.
We're going there, aren't we?
Yeah. Kiddens got a lot of that yesterday, so... We're, you know...
I know what's stronger than family.
Blood is thicker.
No.
What's stronger than family?
You can't say that without a car, so where's the Johnson?
Okay, fair enough.
You can't say that without a car.
Fair enough.
You can't say it with the famous Toretto car.
But right now, it's going to be a little bit difficult. Like, if you were to actually drive in, who is that Johnson's going to bring in some of these fights? So I think that maybe we're going to go with something a little bit more different this time around. So Heading towards the next phase, we do have the Kaja already being banned away, like what you have expected. That this is definitely going to be something that is going to be annoying to deal with. Same goes to the T-Girl. You don't want to get implosioned in the midst of a fight or get knocked all around. So one more ban available, and they are not going to be using it. So that's pretty much a pick going over on the side of Serial Killer. Now, I guess they need something of a... how would I say?
Akai is kind of nice. Kufra is kind of nice
a good
as well.
tank would actually offer a lot, or even if you want to go for something like a marksman, it's pretty doable.
Yeah. Seems like they are going to go for the Roger. Pretty standard play coming from Come to Papa. It does have the burst potential. It's chunked away at the Firaga armor, but that's something they need to worry about. But looks like they are going to stick with the Moskov up on 30 Gaming. Okay. Finally, we're going to see it again. But the Popo Koopa as the insurance plan is going to be the way Binasic is going to be playing. So this is going to be a tank export alongside with Popo and Koopa. So, or is it... Wait, who's gonna play the... Oh, wait, is it Moskov jungle?
Yeah,
wait, Moskov jungle Harley mid?
Yeah.
Wow.
Very, very likely.
All right.
That's going to be happening, of course. So I think it does have a very decent clear speed coming into the jungle. So it shouldn't be all too much problem, especially when you have Popo and Koopa also coming in as a backup. So heading towards the final pick here. Maybe they need somebody to be able to actually start a fight, and that's where they go in for that jaw hit, easily setting it up with the Unstoppable Force, looking for the Moskov in particular. So Buffalo and Koopa will have maybe a slight difficult time, but then again, if they were to, you know, roam around, it's going to be a Koopa that's going to be hunting them out from time to time to take a chunk of health at the very least. So now we have some great ideas on board. And this is only going to be a best of one. Winner advances, and they will have to meet against anti-Blitzkrieg. So, with that said, go in, of course, vote for your predictions on which creators will be advancing forward. Is it going to be Team Binasic or Serial Killer?
I don't know. It's going to be tough, considering that to sum it all up in terms of draft, Serial Killer, they have a... I would say the OP meta picks in this regards, right? But synergize-wise, it seems like they are going to rely on the individual prowesses to actually outplay the way through. But how will they fare well against this export, who's arguably one of the hardest fighters to kill that does a lot of damage? So I'm a little bit looking forward to is that. But now, who's going to be your favorite pick? I don't know yet. For me, I feel like the Moskov. You know, I like Serial Killer players draft, but I also want to see a Moskov winning a game. It's been a while.
Yeah, and I've seen back in the Philippines national championship overall, this Moskov definitely has been popping off. 30 Gaming just knows when and where to pull the trigger. And speaking of that, going to the land of Dong, we are already seeing a little bit of a challenge over onto the buffs. And Binasic now just getting a little bit more of that raid being done. Meanwhile, Spartanko are taking quite some hit.
I just got we just got bamboozled. This is a jungle export.
Jungle export. Okay. I guess this is definitely a pleasant surprise to me. I really want to see how it works overall. I think back in the past we have had that happening from time to time. Clear speed very decent. He's just going to be throwing those flamethrowers all across, and of course, put it up like butter. That's where you see Paul as well as Koopa. They will be, of course, joining alongside, making sure that he has a very relatively safe way to start off with. Serial Killer already getting themselves a little bit of a slight rotation. Meanwhile, speaking of rotations here, Binasic, they're going as a group, and they're going on a hunt, on a mission. Looking for Sumail.
Dominus gonna looking to go for the ejector. This is gonna be interesting push, but he gets a stun coming in, but there's no follow-up. They need Kara to have the Feather Airstrike before actually engaging this fight. So Serial Killer, they have to play a little bit slow, but Binasic is looking to jeopardize this here. Pain Flames is gonna go in for the push. He does have Insanity, doesn't want to overcommit, but I think Sumail's there. He's gonna heal himself here, but no, he won't survive, and that's gonna be a great pick off here with Chang-U popping out. And that just means Turtle's up for grabs, but is this going to be a contest coming in? Spartanker is so close to his 4 as well. He doesn't have the KO punch, but the harassment's coming. Koopa is coming in. Wallbringer is going to start things off with the Electro final blow to try and zone him off. The Insanity comes in, but Come to Papa will secure the turtle. That means Serial Killer is looking to party, and just in time, everyone gets their ult.
Well, the steal coming out of Serial Killer, they really didn't have to commit all too much, and even with the last Insanity being pop coming in from Painflix, he didn't really have too much of a priority being set there. You look at the Retribution, it wasn't really all too available during that moment, and it's still a really strong contest in particular. Now, going in for a 2-1 over on top side. Aoshi Yuri, she has been able to actually hold her own very, very well.
Yeah, Yuri's Hayabusa is quite scary as well. We did see it during day number 1. She definitely flexed it out a little bit here. Unfortunately, still not enough to win the games, but let's just see how it all goes. Dirty Gaming, you know, making full use of his passive, trying to harass Wallbringer out the lanes, but not going to do too much as Wallbringer is looking to go for the bait here. Look at this. Dirty Gaming, does he take the bait? Seems like it is. Kara goes for the better airstrike, but on the sides as well, Changu is going to go fight. Sumail almost getting the kill, but instead gets punished for that. While on the bottom side as well, they finally take down the mask off, and Spartanger on the top side will actually get traded again, as it is going to be a 2v1 trade in favor of Binasic.
Yeah, and I really got to say that that's some clean run coming from inside of Binasic, but they are losing their very first turret, so not really the best of news, but I think it's a decent trade at the very least. So slight goal lead coming over side of Serial Killer. Meanwhile, Spartanker kind of overstayed his welcome because he was stacking away some of all his minions, coming in with a proxy very, very deep in towards the enemy lines. And oh no, limited set of traps, but Spartanker, he's trying to juke it all out. Last inside of being popped as well. Sumail might just be able to come right in. Lycan is going to take a big chomp, and that's where the export goes down, and that's all that they can get out of this scuffle.
What a catch there coming from Dominus, the decision to make that play, but oh, Kara! Whoa! The Moskov out from afar chunks away at a big amount of her HP.
Wow, that's a snipe. Clock of Destiny coming out from Kara. Meanwhile, go plating all game taken out. Sumail, as per usual, going with a little bit of the stickers. Yuri is not going to be staying all too much for long. The turret will still stand no matter what. For now, this is what I expected. Blow for blow, we go into some of these fights. 4-3 is the current scoreline. But there is the turtle up for grabs.
Agreed here. And who's going to be the one that takes it here? Because Serial Killer, they had the upper hand, means that they do have the economy. Meanwhile, Spartanker is a little bit low, but he needs to be a little bit careful here as the OK Shadow kill is going to be within the kill threshold of his life. Meanwhile, Mail waiting for the jump here, catches a Honda beats, but the ejector misses them up. Painfully won't take the bait here, but Insanity comes in. Feather Astra is going to finish him off. And that's going to be everyone from Binasic going for the back lines, and they have to retreat. Electro Final Blow also being used to zone them out. That means Serial Killer will get the kill and the turtle in for a very, very good fight.
Yeah, overall, I think that Serial Killer has been able to navigate their way very, very well, keeping the rest of Binasic at bay. Now they are extending their goal lead slowly and surely. They don't really have to fully commit into some of these major fights, but that pickoff right there definitely cost them a little bit. Painflix trying to pop off with the last study, and
Yuri?
now Yuri gets shunned all the way back, but she can always quad step a little way, but not for too long though. What a pickoff coming in from Sumail.
Yeah, what a follow-up as well coming from Spartanker to push them all back. That's the disposition is going to cost them. Meanwhile, middle side, Kara will get caught off. Bottom side as well. Wallbringer is going to try and buy time for side Serial Killer. It seems like Wallbringer opting to play the side lanes here is actually working out in their favor. Can he buy it about time? But no, he actually gets caught off with the stun setup with the mask off. And that's not looking good here. Sumail is going to try and challenge it to try and finish Bob. Unfortunately, misses the ejector, and here comes the Popo surprise, and he is going to be stranded. There's no way he's escaping that.
I love how Binasic has been able to answer back to certain aggros, and over on the top side as well, we saw an attempt coming for a split push, but Panker still holding on. Yuri just trying to shred them off, and that's where, you know, more of these movements across the map will be happening real soon, but more primary focus will be churn out from both ends to be heading in towards the next objective, wanting in less than a minute. Mally Reaper now being pushed from the side of Chang already. He's got the flame shot as well, so if ever the case, somebody tries to run away from the imagine, there is a chance for 30 to also snipe alongside with Tango.
Yeah, but Spartanka almost losing his life here. He's going to back off. Here comes the re-engage follow-up as well. The fair strike comes in. Changu will get busted down alongside with Come to Papa. As Come to Papa will get his second kill. As you can see, Roger is finally coming on the line. He's got a turtle and he's looking to snowball and party. Meanwhile, Warbringer going to be connecting with the rest of the members coming from Serial Killer as they try going for the setups. JUSTML looking to go for the ejects here, but the Popo Koopa is there. Painflix zoning. Consistently zoning this out, trying to make some sort of plays, but unfortunately to say, this turtle is pretty much done and done for. But looks like the steal attempt doesn't connect, but now the fight comes in. Sumail's gonna get caught up. Painflix looking for the fight. The Feather Astra has to use, trying to zone him out, but Painflix, he loses Viraga armor. Can he survive? Oshi Yuri as well, gonna get focused. But here comes the double speed. Come to Baba. The Lycan bombs will get the job done. He gets 2, and that's gonna be Binasic losing 2.
Oh boy, a very good challenge at the very least, but they were nowhere near towards the turtle. And for Serial Killer, they've already got many of them zoned by. So for now, I just guess that Binasic, they really want to go for slight pickoffs one after another before even the objective spawns up. So speaking of which, now Spartanker's all alone. He's going to be surprised all the way through. His Deadly Magic has already landed, but it's going to be Popol and Koopa just taking the final.
Yeah, little did you know, Binasic has been doing pretty okay considering that they've lost so many fights. The economy is not that far apart. As you can see, based on the economy there, 30 Gaming is actually getting some sort of farms. Fury gets caught out. Here comes the ejector. He goes for a sidestep, but the Feather Astra will be enough to finish him off. But Come to Papa will steal the kill as he is the true carry in this game.
Yeah, and just look at the trades. It's still happening cross-map overall. 2,000 of difference. Honestly, not too huge at the moment. But Serial Killer, they also need to play a little bit more focus on towards those macro objectives. And speaking of objectives here, they're going to be working on the turret. 30 can only watch by. That Moskov could not actually appear. And speaking of appearance there, our tanker just vanished.
Yeah, another attempt again up top means that Binasic, they are going to focus on a little bit split push potential. But 30 Gaming is going to get focused down, but the Feather barely clips him off. Yuri taking over damage here, but the OK Shadow Kill comes in. But she doesn't have the quad shadows in time. Yes, she will disengage at the last moment. Means Serial Killer will be left off the hook with taking the tier 1 mid.
Well, quite a sweaty game overall. It's going to be a very decent amount of fair share of gold distributed all across the members. Now, just look at how well a Moskov can actually scale into its late game. That is going to be something important here to bite onto Sumail.
Yeah, Sumail now going to be the first one to get focused down. No way out of that fight. It seems to me Popo Koopa seems to be causing a lot of problem for Sumail. Now with the Dominance Eyes, hopefully he's going to be able to sustain his way through. Lord Bates are coming in from side Binasic to try and threaten their vicinity, but Serial Killer looks like they will not come into this fight unless Sumail is alive here. In this case, Dominus. But 30 Gaming, playing a bit slow. He's got the damage. He's looking to one-shot potentially Spartanka here, but this time, after dying twice in a row, seems like Spartanka is psychologically traumatized by this push as well. Look at this. He doesn't even want to get a creep wave.
I can understand why. You see, there's so many of all these pick-off potential. You just start off with a little bit of a chomp coming from Popol and Koopa. And then you will just see the connection coming from Yuri as well as Harley. Speaking of which, here comes the Feather Airstrike popping out here. But 30 will be able to actually secure the turret. Binasic now regaining a lot of control. And now they try to bait them in towards this Lord tank.
Yeah, this Lord is going to be a quick one as well because they have the damage. Oshiri is going to be the first one to get baited out. His Unstoppable comes in, but the last take here, Yuri will back out. But the re-engage comes in. Sumail's going to get focused down. Come to Papa. Hasn't been able to do too much. He's kind of completely rolled over. Spartanka with the KO bar saves the day, but he will pay the price as he sacrifices himself for Come to Papa. The Feather Airstrike is there. Warbringer comes to party. He cleans them all out, but it's not over yet. Painflix is still alive, and Kara missing the stun. The flame shot not going to connect on top of that. And even if it does, it's not going to be enough to kill Painflix.
It was just inches away from actually getting that flame shot snipe. But then again, no guarantees whatsoever. But Binasic, they are finally back on track. Getting the lead here, 12 kills as compared to 10. But when we look into it, it's how the gold distribution has gone to the richest player in the field has to be this Roger, and now he's already got himself a Demon Hunter sword. He's just going to be able to be so self-sustainable in many of these fights that maybe if you were to actually face off against Painflix, easily that Pirata armor is going to be popped even without that last insanity if they were to be getting any sort of catches. But Oshiruri, she's going to be building a little bit more defensiveness, so good going for him at least.
Agreed. Meanwhile, the Moskov is going to come in as well. He's got level 13, come to Popo is level 15. I'm surprised, Serial Killer is actually respecting this here. This Popo and Koopa is just so annoying. Meanwhile, on bottom side, oh no, the catch comes in. Wallbringer going to get focused down, could not even popped off. The Iron Fire not going to be used, but here comes the Shroud Stack coming in. And Serial Killer, they want to re-engage Venom Strike to start things off, but no one can exactly follow up alongside with Dominates. As you can see, Binasic is going to continue to steamroll his way through here. Here comes Insanity, almost pulling it on back. Fire Stick doesn't connect. They disengage. They will lose the tier 3, but Ejector comes in. They back off. Come to Papa. It's going to retreat completely. Okay, Shadow Q has been used by Yuri. Misses the Quad Shadow. Will get dive back and punished for this. As the Phantom has tried to follow up to completely push everyone for Binasic back.
At least Serial Killer stopped the bleeding for the moment because it could have actually gone a whole lot more worse. Just look at how Binasic is going to be picking one after another, and you just look at the results. The only reason why Come to Papa has so much gold is because nobody has been able to take down this Roger for now. Now, Serial Killer is definitely trying to put a lot of money in the bank on Come to Papa so that heading into his late game, he can slowly start to kill things off. Not going to be any sort of steal going on, but 30 though, just having so much damage on the river.
Go for it. Go for it.
Camille might just caught up, but he will just respect this giant.
Oh, that was so close there. 30 gaming, you know. I would say Ego challenging the bushes here. He knows for a fact that he's so strong right now. Look at the crits. The attack speed. Oh, how do you survive that?
Well, you gotta really go on the full tank side, I guess. Holy Crystal already in the hands of Changu. Now that's gonna be a lot of burst damage that's gonna be added on top of what Harley does best overall. This is a little bit of a recuperation, and I guess that yeah, it's like I know what you're up to, guys. So,
what's up, Zumi?
come and get me. Dom Business goes in for a little bit of a teaser.
He's intentionally eating the trap, taunting Honda Beast, come at me, but seems like he knows something is up. Everyone from Binasic is pretty much gathered up, down, bottom, so Sumail finally respects this, but that means there's still a little bit of a map control for Serial Killer to get some sort of fun, but what seems to be the win condition here? They need Warbringer and also Sumail to dive the back lines, but they can't exactly do that because of how annoying Painflix is.
Yeah, and of course, for the Benedetta, there is certain ways that you can actually play around her as well. So all she has to do, of course, now juggle with some of all these wave pressure, but when the team fight starts, if she lands some really good elective, that's going to be a cue to call. And of course, going for a high. Oh, look at the damage though. Oh my goodness.
Ouch.
What was that?
Oh, that was the Moscow. Painflix is going to get ejected away, but no follow-up whatsoever. The rest of Serial Killer are backed off, and looks like they will have to momentarily retreat here. But 30 Gaming making work on towards the Lord as well. Look at how much damage that is. That is kind of insane. He focuses his way through, but who's going to get the Lord?
Oh, the steal!
Oh no, the steal from Warbringer is going to get the Lord. Means the Serial Killer's life is going to survive this, but Warbringer, he does have his mortality. Can he survive? He goes for eye for eye. He's trying to buy time, but looks like he's going to control his body here. While the rest of the team from the side is going to shred everyone from Binasic from the side. Let's count to Baba is going to try and focus on Painflix, but Insanity keeps him alive. The ejector to go in for the save, and okay, Shadow Q has been used, but Yuri, will he disengage? Yes, she will, but the Lord will be the saving grace for Serial Killer, and it is not over yet.
Wow, this game has definitely took a huge big turn, and Serial Killer now has a Luminous Lord now marching their way in. Come to Papa definitely is the man on the highlights, and I told you this. Put all your money on Papa and he will deliver you, not pizzas.
Well, that's why come to Papa.
When Papa comes to you, that's a different story, right?
Yeah, good story. You know, you probably deserve a spanking here because probably sure, you know, based on us, you know, having Asian parents here, we've probably done something wrong.
Well, I don't want to get into that sort of details indeed. But Lord is going to be moving his way right in towards the lower section of the map. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. One charge is good enough at least, but it's not going to be anything happening. Here comes the fair airstrike, dealing a little bit of a dash of damage on top of 30 Gaming. Now, Serial Killer already regained a lot more of all these wave control. They will look towards securing the tier 2 up mid.
Oh, that was something I did not expect as well, because that 30 Gaming has so much damage. Wallbringer, oh no, he's gonna pay with his price as the flame shot does connect, dropping them down low enough for the deadly magic to kill him off.
What a play. You saw that they were trying to juke each other out, and Changu just reveals the very final cards right across, and Papa, he might just be popped over here. Little last insanity going in for the catch. Finally, a shutdown has arrived to the scene, and Papa, he does have a little bit more of the HP left.
What a clutch from Come to Papa. He had the immortality. The moment he popped it off, he sold it off, got the Winter Trunk in, popped it off, saved his life, because the Popo surprise would have just been his demise. What a clutch from Come to Papa.
He still has a fight left in him. After all, back in the days, he was playing for Icon, a pro player that has been able to deliver from time to time again, and Papa has not lose those finishing touches out there. And look at how well he just survived that with the immortality being attacked. And the one that actually went down in that fight in particular was only Warbringer, but they did go for a 1-for-1 trade, which is respectable. And they got the better trade because they took down Changu.
Yeah, currently 30 Gaming is in a situation where he is the strongest damage in this game. But the problem here is that what can Serial Killer do to kill him off? Because Binasic looks very, very strong. They've got a very annoying Popo and Kuba. And they understand that this, I would say, Forza is pretty easy to dive on, head in, considering that Painflix is just so aggressive. But Chang'u is actually the bigger threat to Mail. Oh no, this is the big catch at 30 Gaming. What are you doing? But are they going to commit here? It looks like here comes the double KO bunch. And now the ejector comes in. Unstoppable Force missing the ball, but 30 Gaming is just tanky enough. And the paying price, it is going to be Yuri. Okay, Shadow Q has been used. And they're trying to finish ball. Oshie is going to buy a little bit more time, but unfortunately, will she survive? Unfortunately, she is juking her way out. Get out, play, but she still survives. But now, are they going to be able to survive this here? As you can see, Spartacus is coming there and finally takes her out. However, while in the midst of this long, drawn-out catch game of tag, Come to Papa was actually sniped off by Chang'u on the bottom side.
Yeah, what an entertaining round this is. I know this is going to be a lot of back and forth going on. Warbringer, he tries to start things off, but they will not be able to actually have him surviving for all too long. So the airstrike hits only land, and now Turret Lord already up for the taking for Tanker now. Buying a little bit more time, trying to create a little bit more spacing, but Popo and Mill, they really have to think about something. Is this going to be another steal coming out there? Papa is not around though.
Oh, Winter Trunk is going to save a life, but no, she misses the timing and she's going to die to it. Oh my goodness, Binasic taking the turtle now with Kara and Warbringer down. Do they have what it takes? Spartaker, no Immortal available as 30 Gaming is looking to close out this game. Binasic so close to taking this game thus far. As you can see, the Lord is going to be spawning out very, very soon. It is going to be on the bottom side, I guess. Nope, it is going to be the middle side, the shortest pathway. Meanwhile, Sumail still hiding away, trying to find the right target. Chang'u seems to be the most annoying one. Rock Potion being purchases from Paquito. So that's going to be a little bit more of a tanky roster coming from Serial Killer.
Yeah, now they're just still waiting for a little bit more of the arrival of the Lord. Yuri's going to be buying a little bit more space so that he can actually
Warbringer!
Warbringer right now. He won't try to duke it all up, but there is the deadly magic. Oh, just short bit. He could have actually arrived at the base, but here comes the Lord. Already knocking in the doors. Can't Serial Killer survive? And here comes Last Insanity, crashing right in. Spartakus is the next one on a chopping block as well. Now comes to Papa, will be melted down, and eventually Binasic survives this absolute warfare that was being brought upon by Serial Killer. They will advance for it. And oh boy, what a game this is.
What a game, what a game. Binasic showing you some